Greetings to you all, folks. You're welcome to Naname's classroom. Remember, here we say knowledge is what? It's power. So you are going to acquire power. I will, and I believe you are going to do so too. Let's dive into our lesson today. We're still on settlement geography. And the last time we were in class, we were looking at what? Shapes of what? A settlement. Where I explained to you that the shape of a settlement is the outline of what? A settlement. How the buildings are shaped, or let's say they are arranged. If they are arranged, it becomes a pattern. But when it is being arranged, the shape or the outline you see is what we call what? The shape of what? Of a settlement. So we look at the first one we call what? Linear, where I say it is in a form of what? A line. Then the second one we call the round or the shape. You find that the settlement is in a form of what? A round shape. You understand? So maybe there will be a water body, an oasis, that they have the building around it. Then the linear, it can be a road, a river, a straight river. Then they have the settlement around it, purposely to make use of the road, or to make use of what? Of the water body. Then we look at the crossroads, where I explained to you that the crossroads, we will have what? 3 of them. We have the cross shape in the form of a cross. So the road will be intersecting each other. Then you're going to find the buildings on such area having the shape of what? A cross. Then we also have what we call a T-shaped in the form of what? A T. So there will be a road and one comes and intersects, ends into it. Doesn't even move, it doesn't just come and meet each other. So we call it in the middle. So we call it what? A T shape in the form of what? A T. So you're going to see the building on such area. Then I came to what we call a cross shape. A star shape in the form of what? A star. Where the what? The buildings or the roads intersect each other. Then what happens? A shape of a star is what is formed. Mostly it's through irregularity or unplanned areas. That is when you normally get the what? The star shape. So you find that the roads are radiating from different angles. So the buildings will be there in the form of what? A star. Today too, we are going to look at another part of what? Or another type of what? Shape of a settlement we call the semicircular. So the semicircular is like this. Half of what? A circle is called what? Circular. So this is it. Let's say there's a C here. This is the settlement. This part here are the settlement. And this side is what? Let's say there's what? A C. You can see the current all this side here. So this settlement that is in a form of what? This shape, half of a circle, we call it what? The semicircular. So how that the semicircular comes into being? But even before we look at the crossroads settlement, remember that I said they develop from different ways in which the roads what? They meet what? Each other. Don't forget it. It's because of accessibility to transport. That is the main reason why most of this settlement they develop. Crossroads settlement can be T-shape. I explained to you crossroads and what? The star shape. A settlement what? That resemble a star or a stellar shape when developed takes place along what? Main roads that radiate in different direction away from what? A central point. So you see a central point, then you see that maybe one central point here. Then you see, this is the central point. Then you see different what? Roads radiating, coming to join in the center. Then the buildings will be here. That becomes what? A star what? Shape. So the semicircular one, settlements are close along. That is true. Like here you can see, these are all settlements found on what? On this side here. These are the settlements. They are all here. So they are located along a coastal, generally assumed as semicircular shape because the sea is physical barrier to what? To expansion. I love that. You can see that whenever there's an ocean, that you could see the other side, you can't do anything there. Maybe you want to build a dam on a what? A sea. I don't know, maybe these technologies now, they can or they cannot. You know, the ocean is so big, it's not easy to build a dam on it. We can't deceive what? Ourselves here. So you find out that the sea is here. We can't extend to this side. Unless maybe sediments drops inside here. maybe there's a, what do you call it, river rejuvenation. Even that cannot even happen here, because everything when it erodes comes into what? Into the sea. So you're going to find here maybe sediment. When the sediment drops here, here becomes what? A flat plain inside here. So this is the settlement on the side of what? The sea, opposite what? Maybe each other. So all this side, you find out there will be buildings, there will be development. But here, there will never be any buildings on this side. So that gives us what? The semicircular shape. So the shape could also develop along a river, a lake, a canal, a mountain, and what? A range. And that is true. Imagine there's a higher mountain. Imagine there is what? A higher mountain that we have.